Welcome to another IELTS speaking topic, this time based on part 2 and part 3 for the topic of a creative person. Here we will listen to band 9 answers for part 2 of this topic as well as for part 3. Let's start with part 2. Here is the part 2 topic about a creative person. You should say who or she is, how do you know him or her, what creative things he or she has done, and explain why he or she is creative. Remember in part 2 that you have 1 minute to prepare and up to 2 minutes to talk about it. While preparing, you can make notes. Now, let's look at the band 9 response for this part 2 topic. Part 2, a creative person. Now, I'd like to present to you a creative person that I know whose work I really appreciate. He is a British musician who has had a very successful career as the lead singer of a famous alternative rock band called Radiohead, which gained huge commercial success in the 90s. If you don't know already, his name is Tom York. Besides being famous in a group, he has also had a thriving solo career. I first heard about him through my brother, who is an avid music lover. Tom York's music isn't that popular amongst my friends, but I felt fortunate a couple of years ago to overhear music coming out of his room that really caught my attention. When I asked him about it, he told me the band's name and shared some of their songs with me. Since then, I have been a huge fan. The reason why I find Tom York to be so creative is because of how innovative he and his group members are. He is not afraid to explore new sounds and push boundaries. In fact, every album that they make sounds different to previous ones, which makes them very unique. And that is probably what fans really adore about them. It's pretty amazing how different some of their hit songs sound when you compare them to each other, like for example the songs Creep and Paranoid Android. York and his band also like to use a wide range of musical instruments, which adds strange but pleasing to hear electronic effects and rhythm. For anyone who wants to listen to him and his band for the first time, all that I can say is to expect the unexpected. Thank you. Now, let's turn to part 3 question. Can anyone become creative? Many people may not think so because they are not good at art, but creativity goes beyond art and is in all aspects of life, including in cooking, planning, and talking. I see creativeness as a skill that needs practice in order to develop. I'm sure that anyone can be creative in many things if they work on it. Just think that even the most original people in their talents probably weren't good the first time they started. Did you notice how repetition was avoided by using different word forms? So instead of just using creative all the time, use creativity, creativeness, and I also used the synonym original. Second question, is it beneficial for children to study arts? I tend to believe that it is very rewarding for children to study arts. First of all, in primary school, children can develop many skills and positive characteristics through art and drama classes. For instance, holding a paintbrush can help a child to develop fine motor skills. Another advantage is that children can improve their confidence and presentation skills by performing in plays in front of large audiences. These are just some of the advantages that art studies bring to children. So here we use different transitional devices to help introduce ideas to create a better logical flow that will improve your fluency and coherence score. 3. What kinds of jobs need people to be creative? I suppose that most jobs need some level of creativeness, even in some of the simple ones. But I can imagine that the most creative people would aim for jobs that will allow them some freedom to express their talents more. This may happen more so in careers like writing, advertising, or maybe even web design. To grab customers' attention usually needs some unique or innovative ideas. Notice, if you want to sound more natural, you should try to use words like suppose, may, maybe, or usually. This is often used by native English speakers to soften the language. 4. Do leaders need to have creative ability? I believe the reason why top-level CEOs make so much more money than the average worker is because of the creative way that they conduct business. They have a vision which is very difficult for other people to imagine. This ability can allow their company to expand well above the competition. So yes, I think creativity is important for leaders in business and in other areas too, such as in government and competitive sports. So here, conjunctions like and, but, or can help to make your grammar more complex, as well as subordinators like words like when, while, or even connecting words like that, or which, or why. Remember, complex structures will help you to get above or equal to a band 7 if you have more of them. 5. How does society benefit by having creative people? Well, I think that our world is a lot more colorful with creative people. I think everyone appreciates many things that are original, whether that involves watching an athlete making an amazing play, seeing a wonderful work of art, or hearing a well-constructed joke. Most people get great enjoyment from this. But apart from gaining pleasure, creativeness also causes innovation, which may make businesses run better, complex machines run faster, and even people to think more openly. If you really want to show your language, one way to do it is by using more adjectives in front of nouns. So notice the variety of adjectives used here that sometimes are less commonly used. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.